flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Randy.
Yes.
Lindsay.
Present.
I'm here. Dave.
Here.
Lewis is not present. Jason.
Here.
Alicia.
Here.
Chris.
Yeah.
Nick is not present. Okay. Need a motion for the approval of the minutes from the September 3rd regular meeting.
We'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Okay, payroll's been signed. All right, we had two budget sessions, September 10th and September 24th. I need individual motions on those minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from September 10th budget session.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 4-0. And then the September 24th meeting.
Minutes, you read?
Motion's been made
I'll second.
with a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? That motion will also carry 4-0. Okay, first thing on new business here, we got a couple things we got to get to. First thing we need to set our trick or treat hours. First thing I want to bring to the board's attention that trick or treat's on a Friday this year. Do we want to consider having trick or treating on Saturday? Just trying to think about people who possibly have kids playing high school football and trick or treating and may not want to split the difference there. Or do we want to just keep it at on Halloween and set the hours? It's not a huge deal either way. I just thought I would mention that.
Is there a game that night?
Should be right around sectionals. Second round of sectional, so there may not even be a Prairie game. If they win the first round, then, and we don't know who they play or anything like that, you just assuming that the Gophers are going to win a sectional game this year. So,
I say we just keep on the 31st, and I know that'll kind of get some people, but there's trunk or treat and the churches have
Yeah.
stuff, so there's other opportunities.
31st from 5 to 7. Does that sound good for everybody?
5 to 8.
5 to 8.
5 to 8 are usually.
5 to 8. Okay. Take a motion on that.
I'll make a motion that we set the trick or treating hours for the town of Mulberry for Friday, October 31st from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, Jason, will you make sure you have somebody out from 5 to 8, please?
Right.
Then am I okay to move forward to like you?
Do what?
Am I okay to move to like you?
Yes. Yep. Leaf pickup. We need to get those dates set. I think Nick had put some in there, but I don't see the dates. So-
October 20th through November 24th.
Okay. I'm going to extend that. I would like to extend that by 1 week. Assuming there's no snow on the ground, I would like to get through the week after Thanksgiving to make sure we get all the leaves. So I would say October 20th through December 5th. Can I get a motion on that?
So
Is
move.
there,
Go ahead.
I do have a question. I feel like we might be having, well, I guess it's already the first, isn't it? It's like, I feel like things are starting to fall so much already. I keep forgetting we're in October already, Corey. You're laughing at me. I just was wondering if the 20th was going to be too late of a start because it's so much that's fallen already, or
As hot as it's been though, we really don't have much leaves turning. We just got a lot of dry stuff falling onto the ground. I don't know. We could, I think, with our current manpower situation, I think
Right.
pushing it back to,
the 20th.
I would say just let them start on the 24th or I'm sorry,
The
on the
20th.
20th, yes, to
Okay.
the 20th to the 5th of December, have them go once a week. What day do we just want to let them go as needed, or do we want to set a day so people have an opportunity?
I feel
to
like we could
use?
set a day in the future and we can post it, see what I'm saying?
It's tough to set a date because it's all
Yeah.
weather dependent. Because if they
Yeah.
get wet, they're not fun to pick up, are they, Harry?
Yeah, they usually,
You have to pick them up more than once a week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Nick does a good job just driving around going, okay, I got enough leaves at the curb
Okay.
Yes.
to start picking them
they
up.
don't get put in the to the curb until probably Friday or Saturday.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, I think like weekends, if we did it like on a Monday, then people who are off during the weekend will get it done and that can get picked up. on
Yeah, we
Monday.
definitely want to make sure we're hitting it on a Monday. And then, yeah, like Dave said, I think as Nick drives around, he just kind of notices how many are out and will stop and pick up. So,
All right, so I do have one motion on the table for October 20th to December 5th would be the last day we will pick up leaves. Lindsay's gonna second. Dave made that original motion. All right, so motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, and then I did talk to the township trustee as well. They are good with the contract for the fire department. Alicia, we need to get, the letter of termination of,
I've got it drafted. I sent it to Chris.
okay,
Put on town letterhead and be signed by the council.
okay. Do you have that?
Did you just send it? 'Cause I checked.
I sent it about a month ago. Maybe not a month ago, 2 weeks.
I'll look into it again.
Okay,
I've
so we
got-
need to get that over to the township trustee ASAP. Just let me know when you have it and we can get a couple of us to come up and sign it. And then we want to draft a new contract. I think they were gonna draft one too, so if you wanna, I don't know how you wanna do that. Do you wanna let them draft it or do you wanna?
Doesn't make a difference to me. I can draft one and send it over to them, or we can wait and get theirs drafted and then I'll review it.
We'll just wait on theirs and let you review it. I told him to send it to Chris. It's gonna be for $32,000. Okay. So as soon as we get that, once you give the okay on it, I believe their plan is to come to the November 5th council meeting. And their board and our board can sign that contract and be done with it for 26. Okay, Dave, do you have something else for new business as well, correct?
Yes, I got a hold of ProBite. Charlie from ProBite was looking at, my computer does not have Word document anymore because the key expired, which is gonna happen to all of our computers eventually. So he gave me several different options. He said option number two, which I'm sorry I didn't get these sent out to everybody today. I got it kind of late. With some of the computer lingo, it looks like it's gonna be $143.40 per person per year. But what that'll do is get us off the server, get us a cloud-based account, and we'll be able to look at each other's stuff like in SharePoint.
Mhm.
So if Lindsay puts something up in the Word document, it doesn't have to go to the VPN and all that. So it can be viewed. She can have it just
that would be
view
nice
only.
because sometimes I can look at the VPN at my house and sometimes I can't.
I think the cloud-based will be, yeah.
It's like a hit and miss
Yep.
thing. So,
So it'll be a OneDrive account that we'll set up.
okay.
I'm just asking for the board's approval it'll be every person will have this charge of $143.40. So it'll be, I know, the council, Chris, Brandy, Nick, Colin. But he said that would be the best way for us to go right now.
Jason, is Jason gonna be on that too?
Yes,
One of
Jason,
his
his
guys.
deputies.
So is that something where we could switch from using the VPN into this cloud-based server?
That's what his idea was, to get off of
So-
this server here
Yeah,
and get into the cloud. So when you log in, you'll have your login credentials. You have your OneDrive might have a login. Sometimes they sync, sometimes they don't. Then you'll have all your information. So whatever she puts in, whatever you want, if you want to draft something up and stick it into the
I
OneDrive,
would love that because right now we can't,
it's tough.
yeah, we can't.
Well, you can put the agenda in there and then we can add to it what we need
Yes.
to before it gets posted and then it can get posted and
You
we're not adding stuff to it. Yeah.
keep looking at it.
So if we can I would make a motion
Yeah.
to approve
Make
this.
sure, like, is that okay for us to
I just
all
want
be
permission to
in?
look at it,
Okay,
and then I'll bring back a final number.
Yeah, that's fine.
That was just,
So we'll make a motion to let Dave kind of look into this a little further and then he's gonna get us a final number before we vote. So we'll vote on that on November 5th. So I'll just make the motion to approve Dave to look into this further.
Good.
Motions are made and seconded. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 4-0.
thank you.
Okay, anybody, any other board members have any new business before I move on to old? Okay, old business. We got the ordinance, 2025-296 annexing the Mulberry Park. I believe need to do that on another reading, correct?
Yep, we just need to, make a motion to approve on second reading.
Don't move.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
I
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Chris, you can go ahead and read it.
Ordinance number 2025-297 is for the annexation of.
Wait, I thought it was 296.
296.
To be
well-
297.
Okay, 297.
Mhm.
And we, do we need to amend that motion then?
Yeah, we should probably amend it to be 29.
I'll amend the motion to approve ordinance 2025-297, annexing the Mulberry Park on second reading.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, Chris, go ahead and,
You don't actually have to read it.
Okay,
We're
we're good.
we're good. You just have to approve it. And then I will need a copy of that signed, a signed copy of it so I can get it, sent over to the newspaper to be published, and then it has to be recorded.
and then let's go ahead, and the next thing we got is the second reading of the 2026 budget. That passed on its first reading on September 24th. So just a little background on the budget for the people that are sitting in here. For the last few years, we've been burning through cash reserves like it was going out of style, about 50,000 a year. We've reworked the budget. This board, specifically myself, Lewis, and Chris, have worked our butts off since mid-July-ish to try to stop the bleeding. And we got it down to where as long as we all stick to our budgets now, we should be $1,000 in the black next year and not have to touch cash reserves. So we can start kind of building that back up. So that's the good news with that. So, and we've sent this off, and it's by, who did we send that off to? And
DLGF.
yeah, the DLGF,
And it is doable.
and it is a doable budget. So we went ahead and passed it on the 24th on our first reading. So we need to pass it on our second reading here, and then we'll send it off to the county.
I'll make a motion to approve the budget on second reading.
Okay, that motion has been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? That does carry 4-0.
It's just a notice to taxpayers for the budget of 2026.
Go. Okay, with that budget, we're able to add, made some cuts in some other places. We're gonna add another part-time employee to help Nick out, with streets, and parks. And we are also gonna add another part-time town marshal, that will give us, 40 hours a week coverage, on top of Jason. So 80 hours a week coverage from our town marshal. So that's kind of what we were looking to do, is try to get 12 to 16 hours most days covered up. We're gonna have, he's gonna work the schedule around. We should have guys working, see more guys on the weekends now and stuff like that. So that should be starting soon. We have any other old business before we move on?
Yeah, I want to circle back to the Dollar General annexation. Are we moving forward with that? Is it?
Yeah, what I had talked about before was once we got the park done,
Mhm.
we would do one at a time because there are timelines and stuff that we have to follow, and it makes it kind of complicated if you've got multiple things going on.
Okay.
So now that this one's done, once I get that published in the paper, it has to wait 90 days until we can record it. So I'll get it published, and then I'll put a tickle in my system for the 90 days to get it recorded, and then we can start the Dollar General one.
Probably January-ish,
Well-
February-ish, somewhere in there.
We can start it in January or February, or we can start it, I can get working on it. It's up to you.
Did you want to start, is it easier for you to start it now? And
It doesn't make a difference. Now that one's pretty much done with
Okay.
the meetings.
you
and
don't
stuff,
need us to wait the 90 days to
No,
start the
no,
next one?
no, I just wanted to get the meetings out of the way. So it's up to you. If you want me to get started on it, I can probably have something for November.
What's the board's pros and cons here of taking Dollar General on? Is there any to talk about before we?
I mean, if it fits your schedule, I mean,
Whatever
I mean, we
you
got
want.
them, you know, it's in the contract that they'll voluntarily annex. So I mean,
Yeah,
we might as
they-
well,
Yeah, they did a waiver for launch.
Yeah. I think we should go ahead and pull them in, because I think as far as water rates and stuff like that, I think we're charging them a different rate because they're outside the community using our services. So it's actually beneficial for them to be in town. So
At least on the utility standpoint.
Yes.
Tax standpoint may be different, but
that's better for us.
okay, I'll go ahead and get started on the Dollar General paperwork. And I will try my best to have something for November. If I can't, I'll have it for December.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sure.
I'm gonna be there as long as they were. There was hardly any communication when they shut the road down. I explained that to Miller that that's kind of what we want to do. His timeline right now is hopefully paving tomorrow, road open Friday. That's going to be at the mercy of the paving company and getting the asphalt stuff out here. But that's his hope. Good news is the border went well. Pipes are where they're supposed to be. Looks like that part of the project's done.
Down the hole.
Yeah, yeah.
While we're talking about roads, I know you guys, I don't know if you guys saw or not, the email from Colin Sullivan today, BFNS, on the section of Gas Line Road that they failed to crack seal.
Mhm.
He said that the company was saying it's going to be spring before they do it. I emailed him back saying that's unacceptable. If we wait till the spring, that's when all the moisture is going to get in those cracks. That's when it's going to freeze, and that's when it's going to tear up that road that just got done. And I said, this was something that they failed to do anyways because it was right between town limit and Woodruff Place. They did not go west of Woodruff, or I'm sorry, they did not go east of Woodruff Place, which is still part of the town's. So if that road tears up, that's going to be on us to fix. So I said, that needs to get done ASAP. Colin responded to me a couple hours ago, said that he agrees and he's going to work on it. He's going to try to push the issue to get them out here before the first frost and before the first snowfall anyways. And but it shouldn't take them long. My God, it's only a small little section
Yeah.
it's a brand new road though, I mean, from the county on and it's nice coming into town. I hate to see that.
Wyandott's the same way. They stopped at West Street.
Did they really?
Yes, sir.
It didn't go to the railroad tracks?
Nope.
First I've heard of it, so let me bring that to Colin's attention too and tell them while they're doing that, they can take their butts over there and do that side too, so.
They didn't do West Street either at all. Nothing.
I don't think West Street was on the.
West Street wasn't,
It was Wyandotte.
It was Wyandotte.
Well, we're doing it for the roads we just paved to keep them. So
Okay.
hopefully West Street gets a little paving with.
Did they pave Wyandotte past West Street? They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way out to the railroad tracks,
Yeah.
right? And then they redid it right on yeah. So we'll, I'll thank you, Gordy. I will say something to Colin and I'll make sure that when they come back into town to do the section of gas line, they get out to Wyandotte as well. Okay, utility meeting, was that all you had?
Yeah, I'll kind of touch base on yours. Paula did email me when she's wanting to close out that contract. Colin said not to
Yes.
till it's completed, but we can go after another
I
CCMG
did see
grant.
that email,
Okay.
yeah.
I wasn't sure if it went to everybody.
So, she also told me she's gonna follow up on the, Griner Building grant. She said she hadn't heard anything from that in a long time, so she was
Okay.
gonna follow up and find out where we were on that so that, because I would like to see that thing come down in the spring if we can, so hopefully she's gonna follow up on that. So Paula's got a list of grants to follow up on and she's working on a grant for Jason's radios.
Mhm.
So we got her a lot to do right now, so. Obviously Nick's not here, but you guys can all see the notes in his, utility meeting. I'll kind of touch base with him for the people watching at home and the people here. The water tower maintenance, started the project. Should be done by October 11th. Worst case scenario, he said 4 more weeks. Once maintenance is complete, we're required to get 4 BTAC or back T tests done before putting the system back online, and that can take about 3 weeks. 3 days. He ordered new measuring glasses for the water treatment due to the higher ammonia from the drinking water. Dave and I were kind of talking about that a little bit. We think it's because Nick's not here to give his opinion, but we think it's maybe because of the drought. We're pulling water that's so deep that hadn't been pulled in a long time. So
He says we're not the only community in the area going through that. There's
No.
everybody around us is going through the same thing.
Everybody's, we're not replenishing the aquifer with the groundwater, so we're pulling water that.
Yeah.
We're having to treat, I think, a little bit more.
he did say he's going to have to put a little bit more chlorine in the water, so you might have a smell to it, but he said it's still going to be well underneath what's safe. But that's going to be temporary as well. Wastewater treatment plant, is same thing, having high ammonia issues. But we are still within parameters and able to control what's going on without the EQ basins. Let's see. Construction's going well. Bypass is working great. We talked about the leaf pickup already. Main Street's still closed. That should be getting opened here before too long, right?
Open Friday.
Park is looking good. Mowing is being looked at. May need some help while we're waiting on a few other personnel issues. He did mention that Don said that he would be willing to help. So, do we need to make a motion to bring Don on if we need him, or can that just be a PRN type deal? Or
You have a PRN agree, like,
Cool.
right,
right.
cool, yeah,
yeah.
okay,
If we've got a PRN pool and we've already approved that, then we wouldn't need
Okay.
to unless we're hiring them as like an official part-time employee.
yep. And then he's gonna need a motion for supplies. He's got locks, underbody sprayer, wax lights for the truck, charge station for flashlights. What's he got there? What's the MTR? Is that short for motors?
Meters.
Meters,
Meter head.
meter heads, pool nets, CL2 free, CLT total, phosphorate test, iron tests, orange paint, brown paint, polyseed, leaf rakes, gloves, and bags of phosphate.
What are
I couldn't tell
the
you.
locks and what's the underbody sprayer?
The underbody sprayer he was explaining to me, it's like, it's for mostly like this winter. Cause the trucks will be out and they're gonna be under salt. So it goes underneath the vehicles to spray water up to get that off of them.
Do
So
we know
then
how much
therefore,
that is?
he said $26.
I think they do a lot of the cleaning of the trucks inside the
Yeah.
coal barns.
Yeah, no, I just.
Yeah. He said it's to help with like the undercarriage
Kind of a
of
big
the vehicle,
split.
trying to keep them.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good sized supply list here, but
I think the chlorine's gonna be, that's the biggest cost.
yeah,
And the
The-
bags of phosphate, so
total he's asking for is $5,453. So I can take a motion if we want to say not to exceed 5,500.
yeah, I'll make a motion. For supplies not to exceed $5,500.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
I
All opposed?
would like to see if Nick is not here that like the larger ticket items and stuff like Lindsay mentioned, the underbody sprayer. They have a little bit more detail.
Yes.
Just to, if we know chlorine because of the ammonia, so he's gonna have to order more. That,
Little bit of a breakdown and like,
yeah,
what are the locks for? You know what I mean? Like a
Yeah,
little
no,
bit of an explanation to,
How many meters we need, how many we got on hand.
I agree.
Like an inventory list.
well, just a little bit better I mean, if it's
Yeah.
the same stuff every month, we kind of know, okay, gloves, stuff like that. But, CL2 free, CL2 total, iron test. I don't know what an iron test is. It $5 or 5,000? I don't know.
and what kind of lights does he need for the truck? Is it headlights? Is he trying to add more cab lights? Is he, you know what I mean? Like, what are we?
LED, like.
Right, exactly, like that, yeah.
Maybe emergencies, but
Yeah. it
that
should
is-
be.
Project was modified.
All right. Jason, you're up.
The rifle that at the last meeting, it was sent off to Sig Sauer. It had lifetime, I don't know if that's been explained, but Sig has lifetime warranty, transferable. You don't even have to show proof of ownership. It was news to me. They put a brand new barrel in it and, the deputy, Blackwell's gonna take it out, actually get certified now. From 25 yards, you couldn't get a pattern smaller than 14 inches. Yeah, so 50 and then at 100 yards, you couldn't even get it on the target. I mean, it was bad. There was some issues. Sig, no questions asked, sent it to them. They sent them, didn't cost us a dime for anything. So great company, my experience working with them. That's the first time I was aware of that, but, if we ever have any issues, we know now. South Fork, for the little festival car show and everything went well. I didn't hear any kind of complaints, didn't have any kind of issues. The signs that we borrowed from Rossville that was set up in front of Dave's house, and can't remember the gentleman, name there at Brandon. I talked to him, got a ZZ Top beard. made sure it was okay to put it up in front of his house. Those signs do work really well. I'd love to have kept them. But we just returned them this last week. Grant has been submitted for, a couple more of the radios where we can actually use and get through to dispatch and they can hear us. So now it's just waiting, to see if we get accepted or not. Uh, on the 26th, Trinity Church is having a trunk or treat. I got did they bring you the letters? So it turned in my mailbox.
Yeah.
Wanting to know if I'd be present. I went there last year more as I'd only been here maybe a week or two, and Paula encouraged me to go meet people. So I went down there and kind of just stood around and shook hands and met people. This year we'll actually have my trunk open, and I bought a $7 something to put in the back to make it, decoration for Halloween. And we'll pass out some candies, and I've got some other little things, trinkets to pass out to the kids. That's only for an hour. I'd have to check on the times of that, but that's only
the hours for that. 2 to 3.
yeah. On the Sunday, that'd be the Sunday before Halloween. And then I've got it down set hours for Halloween, which we just did. By that point, my number 7, now that the budget's been hired to hire another part-time deputy, I'd like to hire Steve Jones. He actually interviewed for the marshal's position. I went through, so his application, everything's background, all that's been done. My understanding, he was going to be hired if I didn't take the job. So I've worked with him and trained with him a little bit. Got to know him. My deputies, they've worked with him quite a bit. He's a part-time marshal up in Rossville. I'd like what's the right word, permission to extend a part-time employment to him.
Does council wanna, I was sitting on the interviews when we hired Jason, so everything was there, but do we wanna start that in January with the new budget?
We got the money in the budget to start it now.
Yeah,
The police is the one place that they have money for this year to still use.
because their commissioner does a fantastic job.
So we actually did the math. They got the money to start him now at where he or start whoever now at where they were.
To get uniforms and there's a lot of technology stuff you gotta get. So you're still probably looking at if we said today, you're still probably looking at a 2-week window and then an FDO type of program to get him up to speed on the way kind of things are here in Mulberry. Bring him around, introduce him to the major people like Gordy and Don.
You'll meet him soon enough.
So, but my hopes was if you did approve, then either myself or Steve would be here for the Halloween, because my sons do play football on Friday. When that was brought up, I was like, yes, Saturday. And then, no, now it's Friday. So, Central's only won 2 games, so it's likely we will be eliminated first round, but yeah, but I think Central Prairie's only won 2 games?
3.
So
I'll make a motion that we extend an offer for part-time employment to Steve Jones.
Motion's been made and seconded. Before we vote on that, Alicia, we did do an interview process last year. We kind of held a pool of, I think it was 2 or 3 candidates that all came up. One dropped. We had 3. One dropped out, pulled himself out of the interview process. So we only interviewed 2, and we went ahead and just kind of hung on to him.
Mhm.
Are we good with going ahead and extending an offer? We don't need to redo a process or anything?
No, you don't have to. There's no requirement that you post a job or anything like that, as long as they meet the requirements for the town, you've done the appropriate background checks and that sort of thing. There's no problem there. One thing with police, when you're hiring them, you do need to make sure that you reach out to their departments that they've worked for in the past and request any disciplinary action. I'm assuming you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might update that and just double check again that there hasn't been anything in the interim, but other than that, you should be fine to go ahead and move forward if you want to.
Good. Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 4-0. You go ahead and contact him, Jason, and get started.
When did you want his start date to be? What do you think?
Say,
Well, is there gonna be some swearing in like what with me or,
no, probably not, because he's not full-time, he's just part-time.
okay, so we don't need to fill out like an official document like,
Yeah, we need to fill out like an employee, we need to start a personnel file, and all that kind of stuff.
I have like everything here, that I would need for him to fill
Okay.
out. Like it's like a folder with everything in it. So we just need to get that to him so that way I can get him put in the system.
I'll reach out to him and it'll probably be, since then you won't be on Monday, so probably maybe Tuesday of next week or something like that.
As long, I think it's, I can get it back Wednesday.
Just,
and I can-
Jason,
I
just
wanna get him in.
if you
Well, he wouldn't be actually starting.
if you don't mind, just talk to him and get him to get the proper stuff filled out with Chris. And then when you want to put him on the schedule, just shoot me and Dave a text and just let us know, being police commissioner board president,
Okay.
just let us know when he's going to start. That way we kind of know. So
Because fall, what is it, the 13th, fall break. I'm off that week. Blackwell just mentioned he's off, but he wanted to pick up hours, so he's probably going to be around. But my thought was probably his first official day kind of working here was around the 20th of that after fall break. That would give me time to get all the technology stuff, emails, uniforms, and that could be up to 2 weeks oftentimes. So
Yep.
that was kind of my thought, but
that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. Just once you confirm that with him and you get ready to go, just give us a heads up.
okay, that's all I had.
All right, board member reports. Oh, it's a quick meeting today, huh? Let's see, Randy,
No,
Lindsay.
I do want to give a big thank you to looking uptown, the buildings. I'm not giving you any kudos right now.
I as soon as you said thank you, I forgot, I had it in here. I wanted to thank Nick and his guys for setting all the stuff up. I mean, they were very helpful. They helped go get the signs with me. So I'm giving,
I have my time back now.
yes, you may. I yield time back. Thank you.
Now, I just wanted to point out, like, the 38 coming through town and seeing the buildings all painted, like, Scott has done a great job with that. They look fantastic. It looks beautiful. So I just wanted to point out, like, I love seeing the improvements done in town. So just a nice thing to see.
I don't have anything. Dave?
Nope, just gonna piggyback off Lindsay. I was uptown at the lodge helping with breakfast. Actually, I was just eating, but acting like I was helping.
You was,
I was helping eat. Nick and Colin were already on up here setting up stuff, had everything going. So, and because Nick said, if anything, call. But everything kind of went according to what I talked with Scott and the people over there. Everything went really well. So,
Good deal.
It's a good day.
yes.
Chris. Alicia? Okay, public comment. Gordy?
We're all here.
How do you learn by now? Gordy doesn't say.
we need to start setting some speed traps down there at Feral Gas on one.
Well, I mean, obviously you don't see me, but I have stopped a couple down there.
But you just gotta
Recently.
do it once a month. That'll slow them down.
I'd say I drive through there at least once a day, but to actually physically and sit, I mean, I've sat there a few times, normally watching the stop sign there more than the speed, but yeah,
There's a black mark somebody put with the motorcycle. that
I've had it.
starts in front of my driveway and goes clear down to the stop sign.
Yeah,
And that wasn't brakes on either.
no, I'm trying to remember. I pulled the report because I put it out to the deputies also, and even the sheriff's deputies, because the lady that lives west of you in the brick house, I think it was her. Actually, it's a white house. But anyway, she said a motorcycle, and I assume it's the same one, comes through there. And she said, quote, 100 mile an hour every day.
Oh, yeah.
And so, but it's in, and I asked,
there.
if she could narrow down every day, like what window time. And she goes, well, sometimes at 5, sometimes at 9, but 5 to 9, 4 hours. We can't put someone there waiting for a motorcycle coming through for 4 hours.
But all you gotta do is, like I say, sit out there once a month
Mhm.
and the word's gonna get out.
Mhm.
They ain't gonna be running 100 mile an hour.
No. No,
Just like last night, me and the wife was sitting out there on the porch. And we heard some guy comes flying by and he was running about 90 mile an hour. And the wife says, well, I wonder if he's gonna get slowed down for that stop sign. I said, he's not even gonna
At
back off.
there at West Street.
Yeah, he went right on through it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've stopped several. I can sit there on, what was that Willard West, where it does the jog and you can, they don't even see you and they can blow right through. I've done several stops on the stop sign. Speeding, not so much. I'm getting them since they've paid, since they opened the railroad back up.
Yeah.
But I had a suspicion once they paved that and made it really nice that this was going to happen. So
Well,
yeah,
I had a speed bump there for a while.
yes, railroad track.
No, there was a speed bump.
Oh, an actual physical.
Yeah.
It was a home. It was not a home. It was a home.
Wasn't nobody doing any speeding.
Yeah, 'cause
But yes,
it's not the shocks.
I'll increase 40. No problem.
I only found one hubcap.
Any more public comment? Seeing none, chair entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Good. Motion carries 4-0.
You guys took that a record.
Probably.
It is.